So when you encounter an evil person or an evil group, uh, there are two possibilities. It's either the person is intentional and selfish in what they're doing. You know, they know that the cause that they're presenting is just manipulative, and they actually just have selfish intent, unless they're being straightforward and selfish and savage. Otherwise, they are actually confused about the cause that they are fighting for, and they think that it's for the greater good of people. So when you have these gangs and terrorists and violent political groups, or just individuals acting out on their whatever they claim to believe in, it's either the individuals are manipulating you with some kind of false cause that they know is false and just has an underlying selfish intention to do violence, to steal, all that stuff. Or they actually think that what they're doing has some kind of benefit for humanity. So with the religious violence, a lot of these people know that their religion is false. They know the evidence against it. They try to push that down. Try to not show signs of their awareness of that. They try to manipulate people that they don't know about that, and that stuff's false and whatever. But they know, and they're just selfish. Same with the gang members and stuff. They know that their gang manifesto is entirely selfish, and you know that's the purpose behind it, or that's just the ultimate result of it. Or these political groups just making complaints about illogical things purposefully, just to be accusational and stuff like that for selfish reasons. Or they're so that's a mental disease, that's a mental illness. Selfishness is a mental illness. Any kind of illogical behavior is it's a problem. So that's the one that you have hatred for, like real pure, like actual hatred towards, is the selfishness. But when they're actually trying to look out for humanity, or like like maybe even you, that's the stuff that you just treat as like, it's more like a disease that you don't have like hatred for. You just kind of unemotionally defend against it. So when they're mistaken, you're not really fighting them with hatred. You're fighting them just as swiftly as if they were selfish. They're still a present danger, but it's not with the same hatred. And in these groups, you just try to identify if the person is aware and selfish, or if they're actually confused. And you may think that the mind should reason and they shouldn't get confused, but it's complex.